Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I've got a question. I've spent most of my life really, really poor, largely due to I graduated with a software engineering degree at the time that WorldCom crashed. And I paid my debt off and have lived with little to no debt most of my life. And finally, in just the last few years, I've started making some pretty good money, real good money. And no other real debt, but I went and bought some fancy cars. And now I've been listening to y'all for a couple of years, and I decided to sell my 2024 Corvette off. And I'm not going to lie, I'm missing the payment. I'm missing the car. I'm missing the payment. At what point does building wealth really start to take over that I'm going to enjoy this versus feeling rich? At what point can I maybe enjoy both? I mean, it's just kind of a shell shock to me to go from nothing to having something, and now I'm driving a $6,000 car because I sold my $90,000 Corvette, and it's just kind of a shocker.
Well, let me go back for a second because I'm just curious. Do you really miss your payments? I get you, I'm missing the 2024, but do you really miss that payment? Like, that's real? That's a real statement in your mind?
Well, it's more like, I made that payment and I was saving money and I had no trouble saving money with it. So it wasn't like I minded it so much.
But you don't miss shelling out that much money every month, though.
Oh no, and the real listening to y'all, and I'll be honest with you, what ended up being the nail in the coffin is when they jacked my insurance over $600 a month, and I went, whoa,
yeah, hello.
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's the cost to replace that car, and so that's an expensive car to replace.
Sure.
So my question is, why the slingshot giant pendulum swing to either I drive a $100,000 car with a payment, or I drive a beater $6,000 car? Why no middle ground where you go, all right, if I save $2,000 a month, in a year I'll have $24,000 to spend on a used Corvette?
And we're going to do that, and that's what I'm working on right now. So, I mean, I'm sitting back and building. So I own a company. So I'm in the baby steps, if you want to call it, as to I need a very large emergency fund, and I'm working on funding it. So
for the business or for your personal life? Let's separate the two.
Both.
Okay.
Well, personal, I don't need much at all. I don't need much there. But
what
my
kind of business?
I need a very large. I own a heating, air, electrical, and plumbing company. We have about $600,000 a year in overhead. So I'm trying to build a safety net up of in that $300,000 range.
How long have you had that company?
About 5 years.
What's your growth rate right now?
I've stalled it for the last couple of years because I've not been hiring because I keep investing in the company. So
what are you investing in? When you say investing in the company,
I've kept this debt free. So I mean, I've got 8 vehicles. I need to grow 3 more.
Gotcha.
And I've kept it all on the debt free side.
Good for
but
you.
Each van takes $30,000 to $50,000 to set them each up. So
all right, here's why I'm asking.
Kind of where I'm at.
I love this, Brandon. Here's why I'm asking. You're only 5 years into this. You're being super smart right now by cash flow in this. My guess is in the not too distant future, and I want to go down this line here for George as well. In the not too distant future, you are going to now be able to hire, and my guess is your profit margin is going to take a really nice bump at some point, correct?
Yes, very nice.
My friend, the reason I'm going through this is because the Wall Street Journal, George and Brandon, came out, I want to say last week or within the last 10 days, and in the front, the cover of the Wall Street Journal, and I'm going to get the headline wrong, but I'll paraphrase. It was like the new millionaire class. And it was talking about guys like you, Brandon, that are
trades,
that are owning electrician firms or plumbing, and you got HVAC, plumbing, you got the whole 9 yards there. I'm just telling you, you hold the line, you're going to be paying cash for a $100,000 Corvette in the not too distant future by just giving yourself dividend payments. You know that's true, don't you?
Oh, I do. I'm
Hang
still
on.
just kind of going through that withdrawal, and I'm like,
I know.
How long does it take to get that withdrawal? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When you've been poor your whole life, and all of a sudden you get to play like you're rich for a little while, it's fun. I mean,
of
it's
course,
fun.
nobody disputes that. George wrote a whole book about that.
Absolutely. But, driving the brand new car with the new leather smell and then going to your $6,000 beater, you're like, oh, of course you're going to miss that. And you'll get back there soon, and the parameter is simple. Make sure that you pay cash for your cars and that the total value of all the vehicles in your personal world add up to no more than half of your annual income. So what is your annual household income today?
It varies a little, but it's somewhere around 20% of my business. So 180 to 240,000.
It's amazing. So let's call it 200K. So the total value of all your vehicles need to add up to no more than 100K. Got it? So what is you said you have a wife?
No, I'm single.
Okay, you said we earlier, so I wasn't sure.
You're single?
Yeah, I've got my son, so whenever for we is probably I was probably thinking about taking care of him.
Man,
So
you're
if you had a $90,000
cash.
car, we got no problem with that with your world, but we got to pay cash for it.
Sure.
And I think the discipline of going, all right, how do I save up 90 grand? If that's what you want to do. And by the way, we don't recommend buying a brand new car until you're a baby steps millionaire. You may be. Have you done the numbers on this?
My net worth is all in the business. Basically, I got a few other small investments, but I'm around $600,000 to $700,000.
Amazing. So you're what we call a Henry, high earner, not rich yet. And you're going to be if you keep this going. You don't inflate your lifestyle too much. I see no reason why you couldn't save $5,000 a month out of your personal take-home pay and have $60,000 to buy a great car a year from now.
Very good. I just started saving $8,000, so
There we go.
I'm just 2 months into it.
Yeah. You've got that itch to go, man, I missed that car and I don't want to wait another 8 or 10 or 12 months to save up for it. But, building anything takes time. Anything meaningful takes time. The trivial is how you shortcut it. And that's what you did with the payments. You're going to get back to it in a way that doesn't hurt your financial life.
I got a question for George. Hang on the line here, Brandon. I got a question for George. I'm going to put it to him here.
Okay.
I think he needs to get rid of the $6,000 car. I'd like to see him jump up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, how
Get
much
something
he's
that's
got? It sounds like he's
something
got
that
savings.
he's enjoying. Yeah.
Do you have some savings outside of the business to upgrade car?
Well, I'm going to very quickly. I mean, I blew everything getting rid of, and so I didn't get rid of one car. So you guys know, I got rid of three. I had two big trucks that had loans, and then I got rid of. So I blew about 40 grand paying all these off. That's part of the reason why I'm kind of having this withdrawal. I took 40 grand that I'd saved up cash and took losses on all these vehicles when I'm going to be debt free. And, so I'm kind of going through that withdrawal. Oh, my nice trucks are gone, and my savings account went to squelch, and I'm going, now I'm going to build it back really
Oh, you
quick.
will. George, I just think maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, if you've got, he said he can save $8,000 a month. I mean, if you're talking a 20 grand car in the meantime,
Get something that he likes for 20 to hold him over.
I like this plan. And just upgrade incrementally as you have the cash and keep living on less than you make. Keep this business crushing. You'll be there, man. But I'm not missing the debt payments. We'll get you that nice car smell in no time.
And until then, you can get those new car smell trees.
A good $200 detail will change your life on any car. It'll make you feel like it's brand new.
So you kind of fake yourself out.
Exactly.
Oh, this is the Ramsey Show.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.